Here's what I hate about assisted living marketing. Families click ads, they see a page that hasn't posted in months, and suddenly the whole campaign just stops working. The ad spent money, but the conversion rate? Zero. Why? Because the trust layer is gone. You've got a beautiful ad with a perfect hook and a killer offer, but it's all for nothing if your social accounts look like they haven't been touched since 2019. That's not just bad performance, that's a complete breakdown in the sales funnel. When someone clicks your Facebook ad and lands on a ghost town of a profile, the family hesitates. They think maybe it's fake, maybe it doesn't exist, maybe something went wrong, and they go to the competitor who looks like they're still running. This is Assisted Living Paid Ads Marketing, the show about mastering paid advertising for assisted living communities. I'm Mikey, and today we're talking about how to turn organic posting from a side hustle into your conversion insurance policy. We are going to go deep into the one thing that makes or breaks paid ad performance, and it's not what most people think. So here's what you need to know right out of the gate. Organic posting is not a lead channel. It is the trust layer, the brand that makes ads convert. When families click your ad and check you out, they want to see proof you're still there, still running, still real. And that means every single social account, every Google business profile needs to be alive and active. That's not an extra task. That's a conversion multiplier. The first step is simple but powerful. You already have the content for this. What I mean is you've been making ads. You've been taking photos, filming videos, writing copy. All that work lives in your pipeline. You're doing it over and over again for different formats, right? So stop treating it like a one-time effort. Take those same assets and reuse them across every platform. Instagram gets a mix of stories, reels, and carousels. Facebook is a blend of video posts, photo updates, and live interactions. TikTok wants to see more visual, faster-paced content so you can turn the 15-second ad into a 30-second clip that's just a little longer. Google Business Profiles? They need the exact same post but formatted for local search. All of this is happening at the same time, but it's using the same content. Next, consistency is everything. You're not going to make this work if you post once and forget about it. You've got to build a schedule. 1 post per day on Facebook, 2 on Instagram, 1 on TikTok. Keep it regular. It doesn't have to be perfect, but it has to be consistent. The third step is to make it look real. If your profile says you're open 7 days a week but only post on Mondays, that's a red flag to families. Update your hours, add photos, keep your business information current. That's your local ranking signal, and it also tells the family this place still exists. If they're reading reviews, respond to them. That's the second job Google Business Profiles do. It's both a trust signal and a ranking boost. And yes, that means you need to use all the content you've already made. The same photos from your ads, the same testimonials, the same messages. Don't just duplicate the words. Make sure the visuals are right for each platform. You're not starting over, you're just showing different parts of the same story. So here's your rule. If you've got an active ad campaign and no consistent organic posting, you're leaving money on the table. The trust layer costs almost nothing extra because it uses the content you already made. Every single ad you run can be backed by a living, breathing presence that makes families want to call instead of scroll. But here's where people screw up. First, they think organic is just another channel for leads. That's wrong. It's the foundation under your ads. Second, they try to make it look different than what they use in paid. That's a trap. If you post something new and different, families don't trust it. They want consistency. Third, people forget that Google Business Profiles do 2 jobs at once. They're not just for visibility, they're also ranking signals and trust indicators. And last, they only do this once. They build their plan, then forget about it. If you stop posting consistently, even for a month, you lose the conversion rate advantage. You're letting your paid spend work harder than it needs to because you've created a gap in trust. The family who clicked on your ad and found a profile that looks like it's been abandoned is now questioning everything they just spent time looking at. So here's how it works. Organic posting isn't an extra thing. It's the insurance that makes your paid ads work better. You're not adding more content. You're making sure what you already made shows up in every place a family might look. That includes Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Google Business Profiles. Post consistently, repurpose everything you make, and respond to reviews like it's the most important part of your campaign. If this one simple change doesn't make your conversion rate better, you're not doing it right. That's assisted living paid ads marketing. If this earned its 30 minutes, the full system is inside the course at learn.mikey.ai. I'm Mikey. Go build your trust layer or lose your ads. Now let me tell you about the real reason why consistency matters so much and what happens when you don't do it right. This isn't just about looking good online. This is about keeping the door open for families who are genuinely interested in your services. If your social media accounts are stale, they're not helping you convert. They're actually doing the opposite. Let's talk a bit more about that content calendar idea. You don't need to reinvent the wheel here. Just take what you already do for ads and organize it into a flow. If your weekly ad features a new activity or a highlight from resident life, use that exact story and share it across platforms. Post one thing on Facebook, then adapt it into a video for Instagram stories, a short clip for TikTok, and then make a simple text-based update for your Google profile. You have to think of this as being strategic, not busy. It's not about posting randomly or throwing anything up because you're tired. It's about being intentional with the same material, showing it in different formats so people who come across your content from different places still see the same voice, the same message, and the same trust. This is how you build credibility fast. When families land on your page and find consistent updates, they begin to believe this isn't some one-time promotion or a fluke. This is real. This place is active. And that makes all the difference when it comes time for them to make the call. And speaking of reviews, here's something that really gets missed. Responding to every single review, positive or negative, isn't just good customer service, it's an organic SEO booster. Google looks at how often you engage with your community, and they reward that engagement in your local ranking. So when someone posts a 5-star review, respond like they're part of your family. And if there's a negative one, treat it professionally and show that you care. That's what people want to see, not just a polished page or an ad full of facts. They want to feel that this is a place where real people live, work, and care. Your organic presence is how they get that feeling. So when you audit your current social accounts, look for gaps in information. Are your hours up to date? Do your photos reflect what's happening today? Or are they from last year? Is there a post from 3 months ago? That tells families something too, that this place isn't keeping up with itself. And remember, if you're repurposing ad content for organic, don't just copy and paste. Make sure it fits the platform's style, tone, and format. You're not changing the message, you're just making it look right in front of different eyes. This is what transforms a good ad into a great one. You make sure that click counts. And if people don't see anything fresh when they land on your page, they're going to question everything, even the trust they already felt from your ad. So keep everything moving, keep it fresh, keep it real. Because in assisted living marketing, the line between a good lead and a lost opportunity is often just a few days of silence. And that silence kills the conversion rate faster than any other mistake, so don't let your paid spend work harder than it needs to. Use your organic presence as the foundation for everything else. Make sure your audience sees the same thing no matter where they find you, because when families do see consistency, they're far more likely to take that next step and actually call.